All right, guys. Happy Monday. My name is Brad Miller. I'm the host of this call, or one of the hosts. I'm a certified health coach. And first, I want to say welcome to all of the newer faces on here. I see some new faces. I love that everyone tries to catch this live every week. We're also recording now, so hello to everyone that's catching the recording in future world. And we do this every single week. One, because well, for a bazillion reasons, I'm not going to list them all, but because community is huge. We learn so much from each other, and the people we surround ourselves and the mindset we put ourselves in is so key to our success. And our health journey is not one-dimensional. If you've been here for any length of time, and some things that we'll cover tonight, is that this is not a diet. This is a way of changing our health in all areas of our health. So again, welcome to all the new people here. I'm really excited for the call that we have here as we kick off the fall and holiday season. Yes, believe it or not, the holidays are coming, you guys. I know it sneaks up on us every year. No warning. I don't know what happens. Every year it seems to sneak up on us. It's like you think we'd catch it by now, have about 31 years of getting ready for the holidays each year. So as we kick off here, please feel free to comment in the chat or anything that you want to celebrate or victories. I'm also going to have some people share here in the beginning. It's not planned, so if you would like to share something, feel free to get ready to unmute yourself and you can share. Got a really cool topic tonight, and I'm really excited to jump in. So before we even get to that, again, just a practice here. I haven't actually layered this in a while, so if you're nervous about jumping on, one, we're all safe here. It's a great environment. If this is your first time again, please jump off. We love that you guys are on camera now. We can see all your smiling faces. But there is so many victories to celebrate. And, I was talking with someone this morning, or not this morning, but this afternoon, that is down 80 pounds. Congrats to that person. They know who they are. And we were really talking about victories and patting ourselves on the back. So the reason why we kick off the call with some victories is to show people how there are so many little victories in celebrating our health. And not only is community huge, not only is staying focused huge, but little victories are huge. So before we pop into tonight's topic, who wants to share anything that went really well for them this week, or that they're celebrating non-scale or on scale or different areas of health? And actually, just to kick it off and to warm up the people that might speak after, I'm calling on Glenda first because she hit 60 pounds. So Glenda, go ahead and unmute yourself. That's an awesome milestone. But share with us this last little bit. What's the victory we're celebrating this week? Go ahead and take yourself off mute. You know how to do it? I see you searching for it. Here, I'll unmute you. I got your back. Okay. You got it. You got it yourself.
Okay, what was the question?
Celebrations this week. What are we celebrating? You hit the 60-pound mark. I mean, that's a celebration in itself, but are we celebrating anything else besides the scale? Because the scale only tells you how much you weigh. It doesn't tell you all the different stuff that's going on in your journey, and it's so important to keep that in perspective. So yeah, go for it.
Well, we're going to Hawaii in 2 weeks, and I don't have any clothes to wear. So we were at a birthday party in Las Vegas this weekend, and so I snuck away yesterday before we left and went shopping a little bit, and I told the lady I needed a dress, and she's like, what size? I said, I don't even have a clue. But I got in size 10, which I haven't worn in, I don't know when. So that was really cool. And I actually found a dress that I liked, and I bought a pair of shorts too for $8, and I think they were a 10 too. So it was good. It was really good. It was a good weekend. And then being in Vegas at this birthday party, I came home and lost that last pound, and yeah, it was good.
Victories all across the board. I love the example. And I'll actually just ask you one more thing as we kick off today. Besides the 60 pounds, so many people there's probably some new people in the line that's like, wow, no way. How'd she do that? What's your one tip for success that you've really learned along this journey that's been key for yourself? Just one of them.
Staying focused. There's times when the scale won't move for 4 or 5 days, or it just kind of goes back and forth, and you tend to get down a little bit, maybe discouraged. And it's like I always tell you, but I look where I was at, because I keep track. I always look back where I was a month ago, and it's like consistently about 10 pounds. And so it's like when the scale's not moving, I look back where and that just encourages me. And then it seems like that next day the scale moves again. So it's like just looking back to where I was a month ago or 2 months ago and where I'm at today, it keeps me encouraged when that scale kind of stalls out a little bit.
Focusing on how far you've come, looking ahead, that's key. We won't dive into all the different pieces there about how the scale works, but that's a good topic for later on. The scale only tells you how much you weigh, doesn't tell you anything about what's going on with your body or your composition. And the scale and the body just doesn't lose weight also like a perfect science either. So sticking with it's key, and staying focused, and a lot of the other great tips in there as well. 60 pounds down, shopping, deals on shopping. Well done.
Nobody has summer stuff anymore.
That's so awesome. Congrats, Glenda.
Thanks.
All right, let's do another one before we pop in tonight. Who else wants to share tonight?
Brad, can I share something super quick?
Absolutely. Go, Dawn.
I know I've been around for a little bit. It's been like 7 years almost, so 6 years since I've kept my weight off. But you guys, I was really excited. I got a Fitbit this weekend, an early little present from my husband, and I've been trying to find the right tracker and all this stuff. And you know what? I think I've just been dragging my feet because I didn't want to know how many feet I actually walked in a day. Like, how many steps do I actually take? This thing rocks. I am having so much fun. Like, I even was running up and down the stairs earlier just to try to hit the 6,000 mark. I'm like, I'm so close. So I did 3 flights of stairs just to do that. Anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter how long you've been on your health journey or how far you've come or where you're at now. You can always find something to keep it fun and upbeat. And so for me this week, it was getting a Fitbit, and it was getting to hang out with all my friends on Saturday at your house, Brad.
Yeah, that was a blast. And congrats. Yeah, a good point there. I love the contrast there. You've been on your health journey for years, had a baby, lost the weight, nursing mothers program, lots of other victories in between, started working out. I mean, the whole shebang. And now a Fitbit taking your health to the next level. Thanks for kind of setting up the topic later tonight. Let's do one more before we pop in tonight. Who else has got a victory here? Let's do one more. I'll call on some of you too, because I know some of your victories. Who wants to pop up and share the last one?
Billy, are you raising your hand?
Hey, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it, Billy.
Hey, I'm at work, so I'll make it kind of quick. But one thing that's cooler than the numbers, I've lost 90 pounds, but what's better than that is the medications, getting off the medications and doing things that you couldn't do before. You get more of I cans in your life instead of I can't. And, I was diabetic type 2. I'm no longer diabetic. I was high blood. I had high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, all that. And I'm on none of it now. And it's awesome. It's really cool. And that means almost more to me than the numbers itself, but they all kind of play together. So that's kind of cool.
I think it's really cool, Bill. That's awesome. And just another great thing right now, finding a way, making a way. You're down 90 pounds, changed in your health, and you're at work right now. You found a way to plug in, make a way, find a way. I love it. Congrats, my man. All right, let's make sure you can get unmuted here, or back muted. There we go. All right, let's jump into tonight's topic here. We try to keep this call semi-short so we can kick off the week together. And I want to start off with the bare basics. That's what we're going to be going over tonight. One, just finding a time to reacclimate yourself every single week. This thing called life, we get pulled in 90,000 million different directions. And without focus, like Glenda was talking about, you will find ourselves kind of off track every once in a while. So that's why we have this call. This week's topic, and we've had some really good topics here recently. If you haven't caught them, I highly recommend going back and catching some of the recordings. But we're going to follow our kind of focus on the holiday season. I know, it's like, what? The holidays are coming? Yeah, they are. The weather's changing. Maybe for those like Glenda that are buying shorts that live in California, I get it. You guys don't have the weather that we have yet. But this season's coming up, and every single year it seems to catch us by surprise. And we are building habits on here. Someone like Dawn, who I'm watching here, who is super awesome. You go through different seasons. There's ups and downs. There's shifts. And we replace habits. And one thing that I want to focus on this season is just a reminder of the basics, reminders of how to approach your health, and just some different things that we'll be covering tonight as we move into this season, and always making it something you can focus on to find the good in. So Susan's going to have some cool tips on finding some routines in this holiday season and this fall season going into winter season. But really, everything is a reminder of the basics. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So one, this next season, as we up ahead, my wife, we had a training for all of our health coaches that are focusing on helping people move forward in their health this weekend. And one thing my wife said was being resourceful and being a critical thinker. We have these plans and we have these supports to make our health really simple and take the hard work out of this. I mean, anything worth having takes work, but really critically thinking. So for some of you right now, and I'd like you guys maybe to take a deep breath and take a second to think about this. Where are you at in your health as you go into this week and as you go into this next season? What have you accomplished? And where are you going next? We focus on the basics of eating 6 times a day. Once you start this process of getting healthy, and again, if you're newer and you're still thinking you're on a diet, I'm going to cover that in a second. That's okay. That's where I started too. I think it took me about where I was hitting my goal to realize I was making a lifestyle change. I lost my weight 8 years ago and haven't looked back since, but that's because I keep putting work on it, and health is something that keeps moving forward. What is your plan for this next little bit? Critically thinking, is it time to move to like a 4-2 or a 3-3 to navigate this season? Are you ready for a push? Do you need to refocus and to re-push yourself to a new goal? Is there something small that you want to accomplish on scale, non-scale, different area of your health? We have these different plans that allow you to make health and your eating routine simple as you work on habits. Another review of this, if we haven't talked about it in a while, I know the weekend just passed, but there will be, believe it or not, there's going to be another one at the end of this week. How are you guys handling the weekends? The weekdays are pretty easy to handle. There's a lot of structure there. The weekends are the things that aren't that aren't really easy to follow because there's not as much structure on. Just having a plan, and maybe this week, if that's been you and this is on your health journey, what are you planning ahead? You might be saying, I got the weekdays down. The weekends is where I really want to step up my game on whatever it is. Just making a plan for that, because everything is focused on how well you prepare yourself. Another thing that I wanted to cover tonight that are just basics as we go into the season, and hopefully just some of these things are really hitting home for you, is reminding yourself to have joy in the journey. Everything in life is about mindset. And it gets abundantly easier when your mindset is focused and you're on track. And the best way that I have found to look at this after years of utilizing this program as my platform for getting healthier is this is the recipe for success. Looking back and looking how much you have accomplished. Glenda, thank you. You nailed it. I didn't even prep you for this call tonight. You literally set me up. It's so important to look back and realize how far you have come. That's the best place to operate from. Where were you at a month ago? Where were you at when you started this journey? What has improved on your healthy habits, and how far have you come on your goals, mini goals, other areas of your health? It's really important to operate on that and to have goals moving forward and a plan to accomplish that. The way our minds work, it's so important to be moving forward towards something. And if we're not moving forward towards something, we tend to go backwards. So just a reminder to have joy in the journey. And when you operate from that reminder of, wow, I've come this far. We live in America where it's really easy to be like, man, why am I not there? Why don't I have a 6-pack? Why am I not, XYZ, you name it. And this is applicable to every area in our life, but where have you come from? What's improving? What have you really started to master? And where are you going next? And just coming from a place of joy on that and reminding yourself to, celebrate what you're doing well in that case. Actually, I'm going to share my screen real quick before I pop it over to Susan real quick. Hang tight as I share my screen. And this was the reminder that I was going to give you guys. And again, if you're new, this is probably you might be shifting on this, and which is good, is just remembering that you're not on a diet. A diet is what you eat every single day. Again, this is a review of the basics. We're not dieting. We're focusing on creating a healthy lifestyle, and we have plans for that no matter where you are on this. I think it was great that I lost, that my weight loss was great. And I'm not even going to go into the details of how great it was that my body actually lost the right stuff, added the right stuff. I'm talking about losing fat, gaining muscle, protecting my muscle, giving my body nutrition. But really the ultimate focus of moving towards a healthy lifestyle and building habits, that's what we're doing here. this is just a review of kind of the way we approach it to kind of help that initial mindset is, generally we're not on a structure. We're taking in too many calories, not the right stuff. So when we start this plan, we get on one of our plans to help us move towards a healthy BMI, a healthy intake of our fuelings, healthy activity, working on healthy mind, and all those different things that make this easier for us to accomplish our goals. We focus on moving forward, and then we match this with where we want to go so that we don't gain our weight back and we don't go backwards in the habits that we're setting. 85% of people that lose weight gain it back and then some. So it's really important that we remind ourselves that we're not dieting and that we're focusing on a healthy lifestyle. Because when you focus on the healthy lifestyle and moving forward, that's how you continue to thrive and make gains on that. The other basics that I wanted to cover tonight, just as we kind of do this, and I have kind of a cool surprise as we finish up here tonight, is just the reminder of journaling. This is the first one that really falls away. And then I always remember, like, holy cow, why am I not journaling? This is so important to my health journey. And it's so fun to actually get into a routine on seeing this stuff. So there's our guide. You can do the tried and true notebook. We also have an app. Whatever fits you is the best way to do this. But we have a Habits of Health dashboard app. You can download it on your phone. It's super easy. It's really helpful. You can track your calorie intake, which we won't get into tonight, but it's not the most important of the calories that you focus on. When you're fueling yourself the right way, the calories will take care of itself, but you can focus on your water intake, your current weight, where you're at, the intake that you have coming in, and logging your food and exercise and your wake up times and all that other great stuff. You can also do it with our guide. If you guys don't have the Optavia guide, you can download it at optavia.com. There is a PDF copy you can print out. But this is really great because you just track your fuelings, anything else that you want to add in there too that is important to your journey, water, healthy motion, however you're getting that in. If you need help in that department, make sure you're talking with your health coach. But just the reminder of what you focus on is what appreciates. So I personally am a pen and paper person. I love the journaling, and I love focusing on, even years later on my 3 and 3 plan, I love inspecting what is actually coming in and going out. And, we have a resident, Casey Mitzel, who is a fitness instructor, health coach, and just all around health guru. And is just a reminder that when you journal, most people, even in itself, just journaling, underreport by at least 20 to 40%. So the more you can keep a count on that, the more you'll know what's going in and out and what's happening in the habits and what different things come in your life, so you can build on those habits. I love doing that. You can also do the tried and true old-fashioned notebook, which is great too. I also wanted to remind some other basics. Are you guys plugging in to the Facebook support groups? There's not only recipes, all those things, but there's inspiration and other people in there that are focused on moving their health forward. So if this isn't a favorite on your Facebook, groups, this isn't something you dive into, maybe that's a focus that you want to get back in the routine of on that. So those are just some of those basics here. Oops, that's not the slide I meant to go into. Let me stop my share. That's just some cool stuff of understanding how the body works with insulin levels. We'll get to that down the line. But those are some of the basics. So wherever you're at, or if you're new, experienced, 6 years down the line on their health journey, like Dawn right there, these are just some of the basics that as we kick off this week, what's started to slip away for you and what do you want to shore up? Building habits takes time. And after you keep working at it, it becomes more and more natural. So as we set up this week, what do you guys want to focus on this next little bit in this holiday season? So as we do move into the holiday season, we just reviewed a lot of the basics. I'm going to turn it over to Susan and some of her wisdom that she has on this season and just some different things you can do with meals, mindset, and things that you can do to approach this season coming up. So Susan, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yay. Thank you, Brad. Makes me so excited. And I hope that people are really just seeing that we can really embrace the holidays. And it is so much about mindset. I mean, I too am like Dawn. I actually started this journey 7 years ago. So this is my 7th holiday. First holiday, I was kind of in that first phase of the program, but the last 6 years, it's really been about kind of really embracing new habits to really just stay forward focused on my goals. And so my desire tonight is to kind of get you excited actually about the season and kind of whet your appetite about all the fun ways we can still really create health. And so focus tonight is going to be on different foods and to kind of spice it up for you. And I was taking a look at some of the, on-plan first phase program, fall and winter vegetables. And I'm going, I probably only, when I started this program, knew how to cook one of these. I was like broccoli, by the way. I knew how to steam it. The rest I was like, what is that? Like, I need some help. Anybody? And what's kind of fun is I've really played around with lots of different vegetables. So I want to encourage you guys. There's a lot of really in-season things coming up, and there's new ways to cook it. And I'm going to kind of share some of my favorites here. But I've really grown accustomed this time of year to do like different crock pot recipes and soups and everything, and just try new vegetables. Your palate has changed when you've chosen health. And so you're actually going to find that you're going to like a lot of these new flavors and different ways to spice it up. So I just want to kind of like encourage you to kind of step out of your comfort zone there. Some of the spices and flavors that I love, maybe I'm a little biased, but like pumpkin, like I'm like, yes, please. I love anything pumpkin. Cinnamon, like I said, soups and crock pot recipes and roasts. And we look forward to like different seasons for different things. And I look forward to like comfort food, but when I think of comfort food now, I'm not thinking like eat so much that I need to unbutton my jeans and go lay and fall asleep on the sofa. I think of, healthy foods, but ways that are like warm and satisfying and kind of flavors of the season. So I've recently picked up this, Tazo pumpkin spice tea. There's coffees that have pumpkin spice. There's pumpkin flavored, like sugar-free, syrups. I mean, you name it. Different ways to kind of add the flavors of the season without adding the extra calories and sugars to your meals. I'm a big fan of cauliflower mashed potatoes. This time, like I said, with like roast and everything, very satisfying and a great addition to like your Thanksgiving menus. So, like I said, I'm going pumpkin today, and you may just want to take a screenshot of this. But there's ways to make pumpkin from our pudding. This is to like make over your fuelings. Pancakes. I know that Brad, at your house, you had pumpkin muffins last weekend. Great way to kind of like revamp that and have, your fuelings be a little bit more portable. Different ways to make like frappuccinos and shakes and everything with all different flavors and spices. So I found a lot of this not just on Pinterest and, also in your client support pages. There's a lot of recipes available to you. And, connect with your coach. They're going to be able to point you in the right direction. But here is my find last year that I like revolutionized my life. I'm so excited to try it and do it again. I think I made it like 5 times throughout the season, but I don't even know how to say it. Maybe kombucha, doesn't matter. Tastes really, really good. And I made a stew with like stew meat and this squash, and I made a really great crustless pumpkin pie. So for those of you that are thinking, oh my goodness, at the holidays, but I have to have my pumpkin pie, this made such a great substitute for pumpkin. And we can make sure that you get this recipe, but my family all ate it. In fact, I was so excited about leftovers, but a lot of people want to be healthy in your family too on the holidays. So it's great to have another healthy alternative. And I know we're running out of time tonight, but I just want to leave you with kind of my healthy mindset is let's remember the reason for the season. I know that we, in our culture, we surround a lot of things around food, but if you can really shift your mindset to the fellowship and the people that we want to be thankful for, and doing fun things like look into a turkey trot or a jingle bell run or something, and just really focus on the people, you're going to find that you're actually going to enjoy your holidays more. Believe it or not. And that for me has been the shift over the last 6 years. Between like which is the next one, Halloween and like the New Year, there's over 375 meals you're going to be eating. I mean, it's like we eat 6 times a day, you guys. And let's just say you make a choice. You're going to be working with your health coach to maybe not be fully on plan 5 of those meals. Do you see how you can make 370 really great choices and come out ahead this season? It's about making more optimal choices than not. So decide, make a plan. Like Brad said, journal, like work with your health coach and make a plan what you want to see in your health over this season. When I say don't go hungry, I mean, there's going to be parties and there's going to be things. And sometimes where we save up. We're like, well, I'm going to be eating there, so I'm not going to eat. I will tell you, my Healthy Fuelings is the lowest calorie, most nutrition punched appetizer I could ever eat. And it keeps me satisfied at parties so I don't grab the wrong things. And then through the season, just take time for yourself. They can be very, very, very stressful. And, we want to stay focused. If health is important to you, make it a focus. And then just last little thing is creating a holiday budget. And what I mean by that is I know when our finances get out of alignment, it can be very, very stressful. And if eating healthy is part of your plan, it's to choose health, make a plan, decide what your program looks like. If having fuelings is in your plan over this next season, make that a priority for you and put that into your holiday budget. I will tell you it will pay off tenfold, so you're not playing catch up with the new year. And so whether you think you can or you think you can't, it goes back to your how you started this, Brad. It's all about mindset. So make a decision, and I'm so excited for you guys. It's a really fun season.
Thank you, Susan. I love all those reminders as we go into this week and this season ahead. And my favorite one that stood out there, maybe that's for me just because this, getting on charge of my my meal plan and my habits have really spared more time for me to focus on relationships and the other tangible things. And you realize how much food just naturally in our culture makes us think that that's the main focus, but this will help us during this season. So this would be my encouragement as we wrap up this week is be prepared, have your plan, know your plan so you can share your plan. There's a lot of gatherings, and I've already caught myself at one where it's, wow, I did not expect that to be the case, and preparation helps out so much. So as we wrap up this week, last year, guys, we did a group and a focus of thriving through the holiday season, and we're going to do that again. So just coming up here on October 31st, yes, Halloween, the day that candy's going to be all around us, we're going to kick off a 4-week focus group focusing on our health. I know all of you guys have plans, focus, goals, but wherever you're at, that'll be a really nice chance for us to focus through these health huddles and in our support groups. And we'll have some cool things that'll go on with that so that we can kind of have a fresh starting point and go through the holidays together and show you all new people that have done this before, people that were with us last year, on how to really approach the holidays and to be focused and have that support. So stay tuned with that. Next week, we'll go over a little bit of the plans and different things that you can set up as we go through this. We'll even have some Q&A. We'll have the call go potentially a little bit longer after we're done so people can ask more in-depth questions for themselves. But that's what we're going to focus on right now. So hopefully this helps you guys get a really good reset of the basics. Susan, I love the tips so much. You obviously have practiced your habits of health, and you're really making it part of your routine, letting go of old habits and replacing them with new ones. So with everyone, that's what we're going to do starting on October 31st. It'll take us to the 28th of November after Thanksgiving. In a time where most Americans are gaining 10 to 15 pounds, we will continue to build habits, support each other, and focus on the reason for the seasons and navigate all those choices together. So thank you for everyone who shared. Great stuff. Glenda, Billy, Don, Susan, all great stuff. And I loved all the stuff in the chat. You guys, let's go have a great week. Push yourself, inspect what you expect, and just keep building on your healthy habits. For all of you health coaches, we have a call with our medical director here in a few minutes. I'll see you all there. And everyone else, you guys have a great week, and keep pushing forward and celebrating what you're doing well. Talk to you guys all later.